Yo, what's going
Yo,
on,
what's up?
guys? It's
I'm the guy from Boston.
it's your man, Wash with
I,
Laughter.
I'm
Here,
I'm the guy from Boston. I'm a fat guy. I
and we
Two
are
fine-looking brothers.
we are two fine looking brothers, and we're here to just tell you about our lives, tell you about some news, tell you about shit that's going on, just to hear what's going on in our world, what's going on in our lives. It's a slice of life
Hell
podcast.
yeah, just like all my
We just
favorite
talk
shows,
about
like
shit
Kill
that
a Kill,
happens.
past episode 16, of course.
Yeah, so probably we'll change to more of a shonen podcast past episode 16, but we'll see. Anyway, so we're just wanting to introduce this. We'll probably have some guests on sometimes, but for now it's just me and Zach. So we have some stuff we want to talk about, want to share with you, our three viewers.
Thank you, all three of us that are watching this podcast when it goes up.
I'm eating matzah. You could probably hear.
But Josh, why are you eating matzah? What's the occasion?
Well, Zach, it is Hag Hamatzot.
What does that mean?
Or
For those of you who don't speak Hebrew, that means what does that mean? Holiday of matzah? They have the matzah or something. Chag HaMatzah. Yeah, it means holiday of matzah, right?
Holiday of Matzah. It is Passover. It is what day of Passover? It started Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's day 4 Passover. 4 more. I think it ends either Friday or Saturday. I don't know, but I'm gonna drink some water.
Well, I don't celebrate Passover because I'm not Jewish, but I did celebrate Paxover East this weekend.
So you went to PAX.
I went to PAX East,
and I want to hear.
It's like the secular celebration of Passover. It happens on the same weekend. They serve bread products and let you play.
They match it up like they always make PAX on the same weekend as the Passover Seders, right?
Exactly. So I got to play some Hamas or some bread games. It was great.
Hamas is
what are breadcrumbs? Hummus. Yeah, I played some hummus themed games. It was a lot of fun. I bought some matzah merch. It was great. Yes.
So while Zach was at PAX, I was at a Seder. So comment below right now. Whose story?
It doesn't matter.
Zach's PAX story or my Passover story. You're gonna hear both. So here we go, Zach. Start us off with what happened to you at
Alright,
PAX
so
East.
I went to PAX East and it was a lot of fun. I met some really crazy people that I've been watching for a while. I met Mega 64, obviously wonderful inspiration, wonderful group of people. They were great. I met some people from Minecraft I've been watching for like 7 years or something. I met some people on YouTube I've been watching for 7+ years. I met Jeff of Rooster Teeth, just randomly on the show floor, along with Gus. When I met Gus, this was our interaction between me and Gus. It was, "Hey, what's going on, Gus?" And he just goes, "Hey," and walks away. And I was like, that is the quintessential Gus experience. I couldn't have asked for more.
Did you explain who Gus is?
Of Rooster Teeth. Everyone knows who Gus is.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Gus is, turn off this podcast right now. You don't deserve to watch this.
No, it's not that. You're probably not going to be listening to us unless you know who Gus is. So
thank you for watching.
So I watched. We gotta talk about our sponsor.
Alright, check out sumolounge.com for the best lazy beanbag chairs. They actually did have a lot of sumos at PAX, which is always nice. They're very comfortable.
Check out Sugarcane Paper. They produce paper. They have a notebook literally right next to me with made by Sugarcane Paper.
Check out worstpizza.com for the best pizza reviews of the worst pizza on the internet. I give it 8 out of 8 slices.
Okay. Let's actually start talking about shit. So I don't know if you can go into detail about some of the stuff you saw at PAX, but I guarantee you the viewers would like to hear at least a snippet.
Well, I can't go into detail about some of the exclusive stuff I heard at the Mega 64 panel and the Music of RWBY and other Rooster Teeth Productions panel.
Wait! Just so that you know, someone in the RWBY fan group I'm in Facebook posted the entire
whole thing. Oh my god!
I did not watch it, but I don't want to. I want to wait and see what happens myself. But
wait, you're not gonna watch it?
No, I'm gonna wait till the show.
Wait, no, it's not. It's from the music panel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the stuff's not gonna be in the show. It's from the Volume 3 soundtrack.
Okay. So tell them about this music panel that you.
All right, so I went to this music panel about like the music of Rooster Teeth, but it was mainly about like RWBY music. There was Jeff Williams, who is the composer for RWBY. Casey Lee Williams, who is the vocalist, like the main vocalist. There was Lamar Hall, who is another vocalist for RWBY, and then there is Alex Abraham, who is the score. He does the score for the show, and it was magical. They played some stuff that has not been released yet. Some stuff from RWBY Chibi, and afterwards I got to meet them. They were all cool. It was nice. I got my RWBY soundtrack signed by all of them. It was a pleasure. I also
note to the audience. I just finished my piece of matzah, so I'm drinking some water.
I also sat front row, which was really nice. I was pretty much right in front of them, like 10 feet away. It was great.
Yeah,
but what are you gonna do? And then directly after that, I went to the Throne Controllers panel, which is the Runaway Guys game show panel sort of thing. I was number 25 out of over 500 or something, and
that's
number 24 got called up, but not 25. So the person next to me's number got called, which was nice. But I would have liked to go up and try my luck.
What the fuck?
And previous to that, I was at the Mega 64 panel that I enjoyed. I didn't like, but I enjoyed watching it. I actually loved it, but...
Did they reveal what time dance class was going to be?
No, but we were all wondering it. they did give away New Sean wearing a When's Dance Class shirt to some random person.
Oh, we should probably specify if you're listening to this and you do not listen to the Mega 64
Why are you
podcast,
listening to this? Put your time.
We are literally just... The Mega 64 podcast is what inspired us to create this.
Well, sort of.
Put your time for them. Well, this and like Procrastinators podcast.
Yeah, of course.
If you don't watch Procrastinators, go watch them. It's an analysis podcast about different topics each week. They talk about it's Digibro. Some of the regulars. There's like they rotate out some people, but Digibro, Drowning Horseshoes, Best Guy Ever, Ben Sane, Devu. I don't know. Like they rotate out like Tommy Oliver.
All right. Enough of that. Let's talk about us, because this is the premiere podcast that you're watching right now.
Yeah.
Well, what else is there to talk about? We could talk. About that album that dropped earlier today. So
we can today. Well, you could tell the story because you.
All right. So I got an email from Bandcamp that said Young Bae has released a new album, and I thought, well, I'm not such a huge fan of Young Bae, but something that would really be awesome would be like Bae 2, a sequel album to one of his albums that I like. And I'd really enjoy that, but that's not going to happen. I opened up the email, Bae 2. I yelled. I was so excited. I'm like, holy shit! I am fucking psychic.
Yeah, because Bay, if you don't know, if you haven't listened to it, it's an amazing album. I've listened to it so many times. Check it out. You owe it to yourself to check it out.
Also, check out Bay 2.
I have not yet listened to Bay 2. I bought it like right before we started working on this. So, how
I listened to about half of it.
Because I know you've listened.
And I'm really enjoying it.
That's good. Looking forward to listening. I think there is a song called Slam Jam on it, if I'm correct.
There's a song in the title which uses the wrong "your." That's real. Anyway.
Oh god, I just had this while I was drinking water and I laughed. Oh man.
You got anything?
Yeah, so while you were at PAX, I was at Passover. Passover is a con in the Northeast United States, Boston area. I think there's Passover and there's Passover Prime.
I think they added Passover South.
I think, yeah, Passover South too. And I think, is there Passover Australia?
Passover Prime takes place in Israel, if you were wondering.
Yeah, Passover Prime. This is Passover East, which takes place in the most concentrated Jewish area in the United States, which is Boston. It's not New York, not South Florida.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Anyway, no, seriously, I've been celebrating Passover. First 2 nights, if you're out of Israel, you have to do 2 Seder's. I'm a filthy Jew, I'm a fucking Jew, Zionist pig. So that's who I am. If you're not,
what the fuck? How could you?
Anyway, we did 2 Seder's. So my grandpa has always led the Seder's. That's always been his thing. He loves to do Seder's, but he's gotten really old. He can't really do the Seder's, like lead the Seder's anymore. So I had to take over, and I'm like, okay, that should be easy, right? So first night, it's easy. I go very quick. I do kind of like a Seder speed run. I go through things very fast. If you're a Jew, you know the song on Second Seder's Echad Mi Yodea, whatever it is.
Ani Yodea.
You know how fucking long this song is.
You gotta
repeat every lyric before each
lyric. It's like what's the Christmas song? The Partridge in a Pear Tree. Essentially,
the first day of Christmas. It's like that, but for Jews. Anyway, so I decided to make a condensed version where you finish it in like under a minute, where you just say the thing, and then you just go back to the original thing, and then you keep going. You don't read all the bullshit in the middle every time. That's my Passover speedrun strategy.
Thank you for your insight. Did you get to Shulchan or
anyway?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite step. Yeah,
it's the meal. Yeah, my favorite step is actually
maror. Oh, that's a delicious one.
Because I love, my mom gets these radishes as the bitter herb, and they are so good.
So maror means bitter herb.
I eat everyone's radish. Yeah, I eat everyone's radishes. Like I take them from everyone, just start shoving them down. They're like better than the meal. Like they're so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the second night, so I have this thing probably around like 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes I'll just start laughing. And there's no rhyme or reason as to why. I'll just find something hilarious and I'll just start dying laughing for no reason. So I'm sitting at the Seder, leading the Seder. We're in the second half. We're in Hillel, I believe. That was the section. So second to last step, but it's one of the longest steps, Hillel. And know your order of the Seder, fans. It's going to come back a lot on this podcast. Anyway, so Hillel. We're in the middle of Hillel, and I'm leading the Seder. I'm just doing all the prayers and stuff. All of a sudden, I just start laughing at the table. And I can't stop laughing. And I had to leave the room, and my dad had to take over until I could regain composure.
Isn't there only one step after Hillel? Nirtzah?
Nirtzah.
What? I never...
Shouts out to Zach not being Jewish anymore and knowing all the
Well, we never made it that far. Like, we always got to Shulchan Aruch, and then gave up. Because no one wants to...
By the time you're done with Shulchan Aruch, you're like...
Because, like, after everyone's done eating, they all get up and start watching sports. and it's like no one really wants to sit down back at the table and finish. Everyone kind of leaves.
Yeah, for us, like, we have to. Like, we always have to finish
That's weird.
Seder.
Uh,
But yeah, being Jewish and saying next year in Jerusalem at the end of every goddamn Seder reminded me of something. So, this time next week, I'm going to be on a plane to Israel.
woo!
Yeah, it's my first time out of the United States, excluding the Bahamas. So that's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be there from... Hit me up, Hamas. I'm going to be there from May 2nd to May 13th. My house is going to be empty at that time, so you may want to come and check it out, get some swag.
Are you gonna try any? What are you gonna do in Israel? You gonna try any foods?
Oh, we're doing a lot of shit. I actually have the itinerary here.
Oh, I haven't heard this yet. I'm very interested.
Okay. You want me to
Yeah,
do the whole
because
thing?
alright, so I've already been to Israel, and I did some cool stuff there, and I hope you're doing some of it. I'd like to hear if we overlap at all.
Okay, so May 3rd, we're flying.
I did that.
Flight lands. We have an introduction. Something, it just says phones. I don't know what it means. We take a bus and then take a bus to the north of Israel, the northern regions, and then we stay overnight. And no, wait, when we get to the northern regions, we have an orientation, and then we stay overnight at the North Sea
North
Hotel. I'm like broadcasting my schedule, so I'm going to be a little bit more vague.
Not like anyone's gonna watch
Wednesday
this.
Wednesday we're doing kayaking. We're doing a hike in Ramat HaGolan, so I assume that's a hike in the Golan Heights.
Sounds like fun.
And then we're going to a military outlook to overlook a good, nice view of Golan Heights. Then we're going to have a speaker. Then we're going to go back to the hotel. Next day, don't know what Meamondi Sen is. I don't know what that is. We're going to explore the Kabbalistic and unique holy city of Sfat. That's what it says here.
Isn't that a month? Is this Sfat a month?
I think it is. TZFAT.
I think that is a month.
Then we're gonna gain an insight into the ritual of mikvah. Then we're gonna go to a winery. Oh shit!
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, and then we're going to a night out in Tel Aviv.
That also sounds like fun.
Oh shit! We're going a night out in Tel Aviv on Yom.
Oh, that does not sound like fun. Would you like to explain?
No, Yom HaShoah is the Holocaust Remembrance Day.
That's the day where everyone gets out of their cars, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I was there for that too.
I think. Then we're gonna go tour of Tel Aviv and Jaffa. We're gonna go see a speaker. We're gonna go to the beach. It says mandatory beach time.
Mandatory.
Where we're gonna go to the Western Wall, the hotel, and we're gonna have Shabbat services. It's gonna be cool. Yeah. And then we're gonna celebrate Shabbat, and then we go to sleep.
Okay.
Then next day, I think we start later. Lunch, walking tour, museum, dinner, Havdalah, and then night out in Jerusalem.
Yo, Jerusalem.
And then next morning we go to a place called Susan's house. I don't know what Susan's house is.
Who's Susan?
Susan. I don't know. I guess we're going to Susan's house. Shouts out, Susan, if you're listening to us. Tell us who you are. Then we're going to go to a thing called Cardo, no description. Machachne Yehuda, don't know what that is. Masa, don't know what that is. Dinner.
That sounds familiar.
Dinner, and then a speaker, and then a hotel. Then Monday, we're going to see a Holocaust survivor speak. And then we're going to Yad Vashem, which is the Holocaust Museum. This is like Holocaust. Monday is Holocaust Day.
Shouldn't that be Yom HaShoah?
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't switch that around. We're going to be in Jerusalem for both. Oh no, we're gonna be in Tel Aviv for Yom HaShoah. Never mind. Uh, uh, then we're gonna have another speaker. Then we're gonna have hotel. Tuesday. Masada.
Nice. Masada's fun.
7:40 a.m. We're gonna hike Masada.
Going up is the easy part.
Then we're gonna swim in the
That's
Dead
fun.
Sea. Shit! I got my computer timed out. Hold on.
So
Okay. Then we're gonna go there.
do you have any opinions on the Dead Sea? Are you gonna go swimming?
I'm gonna go into the water. I'm a little scared of the Dead Sea, and here's why. If you don't know, Dead Sea is the lowest place on Earth. It is filled to the rim with like intense amounts of salt, and apparently it's very dangerous to get this water in your eyes. I'm scared someone's just gonna accidentally get water in my eyes, and I'm gonna be like screaming. It's like when all those pictures were released when the 3DS was initially coming out, people turning on 3D and their eyes bleeding. Like that's what's gonna happen to me.
I got salt water in my eyes from there. It wasn't that bad. Just don't like hold your eyes open underwater. That'll hurt.
Of course.
But if you get a little bit in, you're not gonna die. You'll be fine. Are you gonna go to the rock place near there?
It doesn't say. It just says. Is it Bedouin?
Oh, are you doing Bedouin experience?
Yeah, I guess. What is that?
That's the one where you stay in the Bedouin tents overnight, and it's so much fun. That was my favorite.
No, it's so much fun.
That was my favorite night. I was in Israel.
And then we go to Ben Gurion's grave. We go on a place called the Salad Trail. Apparently, you get to pick vegetables and make your own salad.
That sounds.
It's how they survive in the desert. It's how they keep.
This is how we keep cold and warm.
Then I don't know what that is, and then night, and then the next day, dinner and closing session, and then flight back to New York.
Nice.
So yeah, hopefully during this trip, I know for a fact I'm gonna get some falafel and shawarma. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be hype. And then, hopefully, this is a big. Hopefully, this is a legendary substance that very hard to find. Very kept on low key. Not many people know.
It's because it is so sought after. So delicious.
It is so sought after that it became on such a decline that it's like in the
Bible.
This drink
in the Bible, they talk about eating manna and drinking. What do they drink?
Shoko.
Yeah, that's it. They in the desert. There was they didn't have any food, and God rained down on them manna to eat and shoko basakit to drink. Luckily, they still make shoko basakit in accordance with tradition. It is chocolate milk in a bag.
But it's very, very sought after, very, very hard to find, so we don't know if we're going to find it. I hope we do, but there's always a chance that
it's the most delicious substance ever created by man or deity.
I mean, it was created by God. It was created by God in the desert. When he was giving the Jews the manna, he said, hey, why don't you take some of your manna, dunk it in your kickapoo, and when you're out of Kickapoo, then you could use Shokovas Keat. Dunk your mana in Shokovas Keat, and it will taste better than it did before. And mana is the best tasting substance.
Yeah, the Jews complained about
if you dip mana in Shokovas Keat, it tastes even better. I wonder what Shokovas Keat tastes like. Is it Basakit or Vasakit?
Vasakit in a bag. You know Hebrew.
I don't know Hebrew.
You don't, but you know what?
I know how to read Hebrew.
But you know what the ba prefix means? It means in, and you know what sakit means? It means bag.
Shoko.
You just call me a ball sack.
Shoko.
Fuck.
I said Bazak like I'm in.
What the fuck? That's even worse.
Yeah, I guess that's.
Why would you say that?
Ah, fuck. Shouts out to God for creating
Thank you, God.
If you're not Jewish, you probably have no idea what we're talking about this entire time. Yeah, but whatever. What are you gonna do? So that's gonna be what I'm doing in the next week and a half. I'm gonna miss the premiere of Ruby Shibi. I'm gonna miss like 2 episodes of I'm gonna miss 1 episode of Kiznaver, 1 episode of Boku no Hero, 1 episode of One Piece, and 1 episode of Game of Thrones. So I'm gonna have to catch up on those.
You know, they do have internet in Israel.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna have time.
You'll probably have time.
Who knows? Yeah, I'll do my reviews at the hotel.
Oh, please vlog at the.
I'm hoping to vlog. I'm hoping.
That would be wonderful. I hope you get a vlog right to the wall.
Yeah. So earlier we were talking about PAX. Do you have any stories or funny things that happened that you could share that aren't spoilers for the vlog?
Do you have anything in mind?
I'm trying to think, because I remember we talked about it much more than we talked about it here when you got back.
I did.
Jesus loves gamers.
Does love gamers. I did get a Game Church gamer Bible, of course.
Yep.
It's only got the New Testament in it, unfortunately. So I don't really know the New Testament. So I guess that's good that I have it. And
actually, comment below what happens in the New Testament. Because I know the Old Testament very well. It's a terribly based book series.
But, I think like the Romans killed Jesus because he didn't want to share Shokobaseki. And yeah, that's why Christianity happened.
So what happened was Jesus, in order to appease the Romans, was like, here, have some kickapoo. But they weren't having no kickapoo. They wanted that Shokobaseki, the drink of the gods, and they were pissed, so they killed Jesus.
Jesus died for a shoko.
So when people say Jesus came back to life, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend them. I'm just curious. Was that after he was put on the cross and shit, or was
that was before?
And just was.
I think that was before. Yeah.
So. Okay, so he actually his legitimate death was when he was put on the cross.
Anyway.
Okay. What killed him the first time? Yeah. Is that where it ends, or does it continue? Is it like?
I'm not too familiar with the New Testament, but I assume that's.
I might read it one day. I mean, it's the most read book.
Yeah, I really should get around to reading that.
Is it too mainstream?
Yeah, I don't really like the fandom around it. I see their posts where they draw Jesus as their own race, and it's this is a little too weird for me. They all got their fan fictions, like the Mormon fan fiction. That one got really big. It's I'm just not interested.
Want to hear something very sad? It's literally the exact same thing.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, enough of the religion talk.
I can't talk about bashing any religion because I'm pretty
exactly.
Big Jew.
I can though because I'm unbiased. Anyway, enough of the religion talk. I was at PAX. It was a mostly non-religious event. The people at Jesus Loves Gamers were actually quite nice. So nothing against it. They were very non-intrusive.
Well, you can keep talking. I'm moving to my bed to continue this podcast.
So there's been YouTube series that I've been following for a couple years, and YouTubers. There's been a series I've been following for probably around a year now. It's about 150 episodes in, and I was talking with one of the people in it, and about the current because I watch it and it's pre-recorded. And it's this is not something that I'm experiencing in real time. But then in real life, I get to talk to one of the people in it and talk about the current things that are happening. That's really cool. That's unreal. That's a weird feeling. I actually got to do that twice, which was nice. I got to talk to someone who I've been watching for 6 or 7 years, who came from a very small city near my small city, and
That's
that
really
was
cool.
nice.
Yeah, so I know you're probably wanting to withhold some of this information simply due to the fact that the vlog is going to be coming up soon.
I've told you all this information.
What was it like meeting? What was it like meeting Mega 64?
Mega 64 were a joy. They were all very nice and quite genuine. It was pretty much like watching a video in front of my own eyes. I was sitting by their booth doing something unrelated, and I overheard Rocco talking about his figures to Garrett, and I was like, oh my god, this is real. This is real life.
So it was like it felt like you were watching a Rocco video.
It felt like I was watching a video, but I was there and I was talking with them, and they were talking back to me, and it was a weird feeling.
Hey Zach, what do you think?
I think what happened at PAX was a tragedy, and Rocco Bodie needs to pay the price.
Well said. Well said. So, any more PAX thoughts? Because that was a big con. That's probably your biggest con.
If you've never been to PAX, it's huge. It's like mind-bogglingly large. There's so many people there. It takes so long to get from one side of the convention center to the other. Just like way bigger than I was expecting, and I was expecting pretty big. And it's like if you're really into like YouTube people or like gaming people, then you're in for a treat, because the odds are you'll just run into someone that you know just around the show floor.
Like Gus.
Like Gus. Yeah. Well, Gus I saw at a booth, so it wasn't that weird. But I just saw like Jeff like randomly in an aisle, and I shook his hand. It was nice. I didn't get to talk that much with the Runaway guys, but I got to exchange a couple words, a couple sentences. Say their panel was amazing.
So you met like all three?
Yeah. The other one I really got to talk to is Nintendo Capri-san.
That's so weird. So you saw Chugga?
Yeah, I did see Chugga in person, and he looks exactly the same as in videos, and it was wonderful.
Nintendo Capri-san, it's not my favorite videos, but he's always been my favorite person out of the three. So that's really cool. Just on a personality level, I guess.
I don't like choosing favorites, but I usually root for John, just because I'm disappointed very little.
Yeah, for me, it's always been Chugga makes the best videos out of the three, but I think Nintendo Capri-san is the most relatable.
Yes. So,
yeah,
they were all cool. I saw randomly just walking around, I see someone run up to an Up cosplayer, the old dude from Up, holding balloons, and he runs up and he holds a microphone up to his mouth, and he asks him a question, and he responds, and I look at him, I'm like, is that Alex, the YouTuber, however what his YouTube name is?
It's Snowflow
Hallatio, of course. And then I look to my left, and there's Aaron of the Creatures recording him, and I'm like, is this for the hub? And Aaron looks at me, he's like, no, and then walks off. And I'm like, well, I probably just interrupted their recording session, so that was kind of dumb. But I kind of want to see what they're doing, so I followed them around for a little bit, and I watched them record, and I was laughing pretty hard. And then I realized I probably looked pretty creepy just standing around watching them. So I left because I'm like, I don't want to look creepy. And I'm writing up to my friends, to Josh, to our group chat, what happened. And then they walk right around me again, and they all circle. like one of them goes in front of me and two go behind me, and I'm like, what the? It just happened again. And so I watched them for a little while longer. Yeah, it was magical. You guys gotta come PAX. It's fun. It's an experience.
Yeah, if I'm not in Japan this time next year, I definitely want to come to PAX.
Yes. Anyway, you been doing anything recently?
I've been very into a YouTuber. For the YouTuber, formerly known as Giva Sunner,
Currently known as
now
Siva Gunner.
Siva Gunner. You might think, oh, hey, isn't it Silva Gunner or Gilva Sunner? Fuck you.
Gilva Sunner.
You're an
I don't know
asshole.
who Gilva Sunner is.
It's,
Giva Sunner.
I've never heard of Gilva Sunner. Giva Sunner is the real channel. He uploads high quality video game rips. So if you want to check him out, he's great. Been listening to a lot of my favorite tunes, like Snow Halation and
like Okami, the title screen, and his
great song. I love Soflo Antonio's vocals.
Yeah, me too. One. I'm a big fan of his theme. It's
his theme.
It's really a beautiful piece. About a pretty well liked character, John Cena.
Yeah, best Undertale character, definitely.
I agree.
He hasn't debuted till Undertale 2, but he's still very strong.
Undertale 2, way better. If you haven't seen it, or if you haven't experienced it,
it was a very great transition from
RPG.
From game to YouTube video form.
I'm excited to see what Undertale 3 is going to be.
What medium do you think? Do you think it's going to be a VHS tape?
It could be. They did allude to that in game with the VHS tapes.
That's true. Maybe that was a hint for Undertale 3. Electric Underloo.
I agree. So anyway, you've been
but yeah, subscribe to Giva Sunner.
You've been watching any shows? Because I definitely have.
I have. No, I've been watching some shows on TV that are airing now. Haven't been watching any shows marathonally. I've been watching. Actually, I have. I've been catching up with Comic Book Men, which if you know what Comic Book Men is, it's reality show about a bunch of guys who run a comic book store in New Jersey. They're friends with Kevin Smith, so he produce the show and everything, kind of rounds them up each week. But I've been catching up. I'm almost done with season 5. If you watch the show, tell me if you notice that season 5 has become the most contrived thing. Obviously everything's scripted. I mean the conversations are scripted. I mean the situations are obviously preconceived. I'm not that stupid. But in season 6, it's become they've skipped all the steps, because I guess they know people know it's fake. So they skip the steps to keep up the illusion. So now, just for example, I watched this episode where they go to a Wild West theme park today. I don't know what that's, dude. There's a very loose. First of all, it's a very loose connection to comics. He got a Wild West comic in the beginning of the episode. He's like, "Oh, I love the Wild West. We should go to this theme park," and that's the episode. So they get there and they're walking around. All of a sudden, this huge, all this cowboy shit starts going on. This guy starts whipping things. I'm like, "No shit, this isn't real." Fucking wrote it. You fucking wrote it in.
Shoutouts to the Game Chasers. I don't know. In my mind, the Game Chasers, the Comic Book Man, and Fanboys are all the same thing. And
let me give you the differences. Fanboys is a comedy film about a group of friends that go to steal a copy of Phantom Menace before it came out. The Game Chasers is a YouTube show in which they travel around the country searching for retro video games. Comic Book Men is a reality TV show on AMC in which it's about a couple guys run a comic book store in New Jersey.
And at some point, my fucking brain decided that these were all the same thing, and now I can't tell the difference, and I get them confused all the time.
Yeah. So for shows I've been watching weekly, I've been watching Boku no Hero Academia, which is pretty good. I mean, it's one of those shows that you just kind of turn off your brain and watch because it's just fun. It's just a fun show. There's not much substance, but it's just like, yeah, this is fun. It has an 80s vibe. It has a Sky High vibe.
Hey,
I'd say it's like 80s meets Sky High. So if you're into that shit, watch Boku no
meets
Hero
anime.
Academia. What were you gonna say, Zach? Yeah, 80s meets Sky High meets anime. 80s like cheesy 80s movies meets Sky High meets anime. That's Boku no Hero Academia.
You know,
Also,
but
watching
you know,
it.
every time you say that show, I think you're gonna say I've been watching Boku no Pico, and
We were looking for that show on my anime list, and we discovered that there was an actual show called Boku no Sexual Harassment. Actual title of the show. We looked it up. It is a yaoi hentai, and it involves a businessman who is a boss at a company who is harassing his younger employee. This company. If you like guys in suits touching each other's dicks in an office,
did they get in the car and
check
they
out
use the dog toy?
check out Boku no Hero Academia.
Yo, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This shit was so disturbing.
I've been watching Kisniver. Kisniver is definitely the best show of this season so far. No spoilers. It's a new show by Trigger, so it's kind of the follow-up to in that Gurren Lagann Kill la Kill line. But they pretty much took the guy that made Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill so zany and abstract. Well, we're only 2 episodes into, well, 3. I have watched the 3rd episode to Kisniver, so we don't really know if that zany and abstract is going to come back. But like the thing, the guy that made it, they put him on Space Patrol Lilico, which is like a 3-minute show. It's like just insanity. It's like the opening scene to Kill la Kill where Gamagori is chasing that guy down the staircase. Yep. You remember that? It's like that, but the entire show is that scene. That's Space Patrol Lilico. But forget about Space Patrol Lilico. I don't like it. Kisniver. Kisniver is very good so far. It has for a show. It obviously has some Trigger elements. Like one of the characters is literally Kamina with red hair. Like it is like. There's no difference. They sound the same. They act the same. They do the same poses. Like, it's Kamina with red hair. But other than that, it definitely has much more of a Shaft feel than a Trigger feel. It definitely feels a lot like Makaku City.
Which is, if you don't know...
with the weird, like, mysterious thing in the background that you don't really understand yet. Like, weird scenes. The show starts off with a weird abstract scene that you don't get. And then it cuts in. Like, you know what I mean? It's like exact... Very similar. The main character looks very similar to Konoha from Makaku City, and acts very similar.
If you're not familiar with Makaku City actors, it is a universally praised show, often considered to be the greatest show ever made. It's created by Shaft. Everyone loves it. It's got a 10 on my anime list. It's but for real, this show.
Honestly, it's an amazing show. Definitely check out Makaku City.
It's my favorite show. I love the show.
It's in my top 10.
Not critically praised, but it's wonderful. It's a treat. It was a gift.
It's definitely a mind twister, but back to Kisniver. It definitely has a Shaft Makaku City feel with this like weird mystery in the background and stuff. But like the first episode was good, but it wasn't amazing. I think the second episode had that. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a feeling like hey, if I were marathoning this would be like it has that feeling like I know this is going to be a great show. You know what I mean? Like that second episode just has that like kind of like it was just character chemistry and interaction that made it feel like that. Like the characters and their personalities. So like, oh yeah, this is a show that I'll love. Like looking back on it. But Kisniver, great. I've only watched the first 2 episodes. Game of Thrones season 6 premiered yesterday.
Shouts out.
Game of Thrones is my number 2 favorite show of all time, only behind Gurren Lagann. So good. Definitely best live action show. What can I say about Game of Thrones that hasn't already been said by like billions of people? It's good. It's really good. Season premiere. So this was the first season premiere. This is the first season that is off the books. Season 5 ended at the exact point that the newest book ended. So that means that season 6 is completely original. George R. R. Martin has cut all ties from the show. So it's completely original content. And I was very nervous about it. I thought it was going to be like, this is when it jumps the shark. But the first episode was amazing. Like, I really loved it. Like, it was very good. So, definitely top tier Game of Thrones material. There was some weird, like, dialogue that was kind of just like, why is this here? Like, if you watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, with the Dothraki in the tent.
No spoiler in
the episode.
In the podcast arena.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just giving vague things. And with why am I blanking on his name? Alistair Thorne in the beginning of the episode, like, yeah, it was just some weird dialogue. But other than that, amazing. It was great. Don't want to spoil anything. There's a big twist at the end of the episode involving a character we don't know much about. I don't want to say who, but if you want to watch my review for that, if you watch the show, go check out my review. Let's just say the needle is very sharp.
Oh, shit.
The needle in my pants.
Hey, I get that reference, but I also get new references because I've been watching Lavu Lavu, School Idol Project. For some reason, I am 6 episodes in, or 7. I'm 7.
Into the first season?
I am 7 episodes into Love Live. It's a show. It's been real. It's there. If you're not familiar, Love Live is the show behind the greatest song ever created, Snow Halation. And
Snow Halation.
Yes, and I decided I like this song enough that I'm going to watch the entire show. So I have.
Maybe that's how you discovered Makaku City with Keith Strong.
That's true, but I actually wanted to watch Makaku City. I was actually interested.
So, how is Love Live?
It's alright. There's supposed to be conflict, but there's supposed to be conflict about, like, like, antagonists and stuff, but in the intro, you can clearly see who becomes part of the Love Live, the band, and you can see who doesn't. So there's really no, like, clear conflict, because you know who is going to become part of the School Idol group.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like something Alberto would definitely like, because of, like, he's into, like, Pitch Perfect and stuff like that.
I think you'd like it. I think I know what character you'd like, and I think I know what character you'd like.
I know I just by aesthetics alone, I recognize this redhead girl. Don't know her name. She's played by Kayla Glass in the dub. She is so attractive, just from pictures.
I'm gonna agree with you, but yeah, that's who I thought you'd like.
You think there's a girl I like?
I made a list. So I can't tell you, but I do have a list.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna watch the show. I'll probably start. Maybe I'll start it tonight. I don't know.
Have fun.
I don't know. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Do you love being live?
I love my life now that I've watched the show. I mean, I love my Live.
What is halation?
It's like a glow from behind something. Like.
So is there a snow halation in Boston right now?
No, it's like 70 degrees or something. It's April.
Yeah, it's like 90 something degrees here in SoFlo.
SoFlo, Joshua.
So I finished my semester last Thursday, so I'm here in SoFlo.
As opposed to being in NoFlo.
It'll be fun. I don't know. What else do you want to talk about?
I'm pretty much wrapped. I talked about everything that has gone on this week. I have nothing else to say. So, thank you guys for watching the first episode.
Wait, we gotta talk about our sponsors.
yeah, check out check
Drinkkickapoo.com.
out Loot Crate.
You can get it at you can get Kickapoo at Ejaculate and Go, I believe.
Yeah. If you're interested,
eBay.
You can go to lootcrate.com/2finelookingbrothers. Next week they're doing a Two Fine Looking Brothers crate. You can get our like faces in it. They'll have like a funny Deadpool thing, and you know.
You can get a Deadpool picture of Deadpool stabbing.
Yes. So
if you want to see Deadpool
and let's
stabbing,
say chimichanga.
check out our Loot Crates.
All right.
Shouts out to the Deadpool movie. Be surprisingly not that.
Shouts out to not having to watch a movie in like 6 months or something. It's been wonderful.
I love movies so much, Zach. I have like a massive DVD and VHS.
I have a collection too, but I don't like watching movies. Josh, have you heard of DVHS? Digital VHS. They're like HD VHSs, and
but that
but they look like VHS tapes. I want one.
Shit.
I want one so bad. They're pretty rare, apparently. But if I ever find one, Josh and I are very big VHS collectors. We love our VHS tapes. We love our Goodwill Hunts.
Yeah, VHS is like my philosophy on collecting is that I just buy things that I like. I don't care what they are, what the medium is, what is that stuff. I just buy things that I like. So like my room's filled with DVDs, posters, comics, books, figures, whatever. Like just stuff that I like. I don't really collect a specific medium except for VHS. VHS is by one exception that rule. I collect VHS because I love the VHS aesthetic. Not only reminds me of my childhood, it just makes me feel, I don't know, VHS makes me feel good. Makes me feel all tingly. I love that little static of being kind, rewinding. I love the way they look, those curves. What else is great about VHS?
VHS is, they got cool boxes. They're a nice size. They're built solidly. Like, there's really nothing to not like about them. They're just sexy all around. The sexiest film medium ever made.
Well, by far.
Much sexier than DVDs and Blu-rays and fucking, what else do they have? There's nothing else. This is the best. This is the only.
There's Laserdisc.
Well, Laserdisc is not relevant.
Fuck
Laserdisc. Hey, thank you guys for watching. The vlog will soon be released on VHS. You can check out vhs.co/thevlog. You get 10% off.
Audio's cut in and out.
It is.
So now I think now's the best time to wrap it up because your audio's about to start cutting in and out.
Thanks for watching. Pick up our VHS tape at some point.
Vlog on VHS.
Vlog coming out on VHS. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks.
What do you think? I think this podcast is
Alright, thanks for watching.
Tragedy.
Alright, it's over.
Fuck.